What's going on YouTube? In today's video I want to go over 5 tips for you to end up instantly getting better at the game of Rainbow Six Siege. Now only a small percentage of you guys are actually subscribed to the channel, and now if you end up enjoying the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. First off, I would like you to master your sensitivity, because high sense is not equal to a high rank. And also I would like to tell you that a high sensitivity isn't required to be a good player in the game of Rainbow Six Siege. For a matter of fact, you need to understand that a high sensitivity requires a lot of muscle memory, and if you would like to shoot as perfect as you can, try to lower that a little bit down. You can achieve some of the highest ranks while still playing with a low sensitivity, because the only thing you need is a lot of game sense and a 5-stack that wants to improve and is improving at the game of Rainbow Six Siege. Now with sensitivity, your goal should be that you're able to flick back and forward flawlessly. And to achieve that, you need to find the perfect balance in your sense. Don't go too high and don't go too low either. Find what suits best for you. Now moving on from that, I want you guys to understand that communication is key in the game of Rainbow Six Siege. Listening to suggestions or callouts coming from your teammates is a great way to succeed, and it improves your chance in winning rounds when you play together. Now next to receiving a lot of good callouts, you need to understand that your callouts are also important. You need to be able to give callouts fast and as precise as possible. Now if you don't know many of those callouts, you can always use the standard callouts that are listed in your bottom right corner next to the compass in the game. Quick callouts makes you able to do some flawless room clearing with your teammates. So remember, it is important for you to learn these and also give them out in the game of Rainbow Six Siege. The third subject is positioning, and for positioning, after this I want you guys to know how to have the best positioning, and this can be done in 2 ways on defense: as an anchor and as a roamer. And this will help you find angles or potential hideouts, determining where you can put down some cheeky angles to get some easy picks or help find a spot you know the attackers won't clear when you're roaming. In these spots, you may be able to hop into camps while still being in cover, so be aware of your surroundings. Now with positioning, I want you guys to understand that you can use objects to your advantage. It is important that you are able to hug walls to decrease the potential of being killed, or use objects to get to cover so you don't get slaughtered while reloading your weapon. For the last point here, I want you guys to get to learn the maps, just so you'll always be able to calculate the best flank so you can get some easy rotations on the enemy. If you want to rank up, you need to ensure that you and your team have the right operators to win the rounds, and hereby I suggest you to wait until the last moment with picking your operator and look at what your team is missing in the meantime. If your team misses a hard breacher, then pick a hard breach. And if you end up solo queuing your ranked games, I also recommend you picking last, just so you can ensure to fill those gaps which your team needs by picking a helpful operator. Now you know that we all end up having some bad games in ranked, but what you don't want to do is end up using Ash when you're going 0-3. What you need to do when you're having a bad game is running a support operator, since you haven't managed to get any frags in the past 3 rounds. It is better for you to help your teammates get a plan off and get those frags later on when the enemy needs to defuse. Last but not least, droning. It is important for you to play off your drones. You can put one down in the prep phase in a certain area that you'd like to push, or keep on his spawn and pocket it, and drone out a certain teammate or yourself. I recommend you to put down drones in areas that are highly anticipated for runouts or spawn kills, so you can always expect them and get a free frag on the enemy team. Now let's say that you've safely entered the building, ready and set to enter site. You need to know that your position will be given away to the enemy teammates and that they will end up rotating or flanking on you and your team. So understand that flank drones are as important as claymores, because most of the times the enemy roamers tend to shoot them before getting down a flank. Now your dead teammates can always sit on those camps, or you can always play off sound when your drone gets shot out, so you can anticipate that enemy in time. Now hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you enjoyed, hit that like button and make sure you let me know your thoughts about these down in the comment section. Now see you in the next one. It's been your boy Deals MK.